Okay, my boys, what you're about to see is what the Redditors call a based mauled.
Based mauled.
If you're new to this channel and you've never heard of this guy, Timothy Poole, basically what he does is he tricks the elderly and dimwits into thinking that BLM is going to kill them and that Trump's going to be president forever. And he does all this so that he can maintain a mansion with a skate park. He's sort of like if you mix the John Birch Society with the movie Blank Check.
My name is Macintosh.
Well, congratulations, Mr. Macintosh. You have a house.
Yes!
And he is really foaming his little beanie about this whole Steven Crowder being tricked on H3, the thing. So I don't know if he deleted this video or it's just he uploaded it somewhere else, but doesn't look like it's on his channels. I could only find it as a re-upload, so it looks like he might have had second thoughts about this one.
Disgusting.
But what he's doing in this video can only be compared to when you see like a toddler, waddling around in a, trigger warning, a diaper that's clearly heavy and sagging at that point. And the parent of this toddler has clearly lost any interest in taking care of this little puke. So this infant is just sort of lurching around with a, spoiler alert, 15-pound sagging diaper. Okay? But all joking aside...
Disgusting.
This video is really one of the funniest things, I think, that has ever been uploaded to the internet. I mean, this whole thing, is it politically a huge deal? No, of course not. But it probably is one of the funniest memes that's ever happened.
He said that he couldn't do it because he hosts his own show. He did mention COVID, to be fair. But then he turns it into this tweet where he's coming after me, implying we were unsafe when we followed every COVID guideline. We have hand sanitizer everywhere, and we were allowed to do the show as per normal guidelines. The room is extremely well ventilated. You can probably hear the fans. But Sam thought it would be good to lie, to make things up, because he never wanted to come here in the first place. And even after he knew it was in studio, and the 13th is open, and we will pay for everything, and he agreed to do it, it was all just a big con. Sam Seder is a lying coward. And that's why people like Steven Crowder should not debate him. And that's why Steven was right for cutting him off and saying no. And Ethan Klein is damaging everything, making it all worse. Because his interest is personal gain for his pop culture crap. He doesn't know what he's talking about, so he would rather watch people suffer if it gives him a few extra bucks. That's Ethan Klein. Bye-bye.
So I'm just going to pan over a little bit here. This thing is still trending on Twitter. Crowder. Political commentator Steven Crowder exits virtual debate with YouTuber Ethan Klein shortly after fellow commentator Sam Seder unexpectedly joins the call. So I'll get back to what he said there in the clip.
Why?
In a second, but this guy, this is like a career high for Sam Seder. Because, like, his whole thing from the beginning since Air America is sort of like making fun of right-wingers, doing it in a funny way. And this bonehead, who's been doing his little internet memes, I'm going to turn right-wing stuff into memes. Like, I'll do a Breakfast at Tiffany's style Chinese guy. I'll drive around in a truck yelling at people who I think are illegal immigrants. Or I'll say that all gay people are pedophiles, or I'll do a carnival trick where I trick people into debating me, or I'm going to stage a thing where I get somebody to kneel on my neck. And finally, he gets memed on in the absolute funniest and hardest way, and it's trending for days. And goofballs like Tim Poole, who really want to keep this little gravy train going of foaming rubes, he's kind of panicked. He's like, uh-oh, this might affect my ability to keep my skate park. What do you do with a skate? Keep my skate park waxed. This might cut into my skate park money. If this trending story about how this guy absolutely got just publicly peed on and tricked and made a fool of and then ran away from a debate. That's the other thing that's funny about it too, is that the whole tough guy thing now is pretty much over. If anybody sees that clip. Because my dude panicked and then ran. So all the holster stuff and the gun on the desk stuff, bye-bye. So I wasted a bunch of time looking through this story, going back over this story, And Sam Seder did do a debate with Tim Pool, by the way, virtually. But the story with this is that Tim Pool said, let's debate. And then this is like the middle of the pandemic, said, let's debate. And then Sam Seder said, okay. And then Tim Pool said, you have to fly to my home, which already, just having to like walk around with Tim Pool and like awkwardly make conversation with Tim Pool and his weird roommates in their weird Duggar's mansion is already just that would be very costly. You would have to cough up a lot of that for me to not do that. So Sam Seder says yes. Then he says you have to fly to my house where none of us are wearing masks because we're all a bunch of dingbats. Come to my house where we're all not wearing masks. That's how I want to do the debate. Hey, Tim, how about if we just do use what everybody's been using this entire pandemic and do a Skype thing? No. Okay, no, then I don't want to do that. Oh, he backed out. You got to kind of admire, like, I really honestly do find figures like Tim Pool and Candace Owens funny because they're like, it's almost like watching the Bad News Bears or something, like the coach from the Bad News Bears, is they're just like openly don't give a crap that they'll do anything for money and to keep this little scam going.
It's fine, Ethan. Do your pop culture comedy stuff. It's funny stuff. I got no issue with that. But don't come into this space where people are trying to have very serious conversations about how people live and how people might die if we don't solve certain problems, and then set it on fire and kick the can down the road or just make everything worse. You bring in a con man like Sam Seder, whose whole business is just burning things down for personal gain, and I'm going to get pissed off about it.
Disgusting.
But it's not just the content with Tim Pool. It really is like the parents need to step in. That's what I always think when watching his thing, like pretty literally, is like, where are his parents? Like he is a very like, there is a youthful innocence to him, like a youthful stupidity to him that I find kind of charming and really in a way adorable. Definitely should not have 500,000 views on every video, every political video. I love that though. Don't come into this space. The YouTube political discussion is a very serious space. And I know this to be true. As a YouTube lecturist, as a distinguished member of the YouTube lecturist alumni, I would like to say that this is prestigious. This is prestigious, guys.
Sam Seder is just a political drama grifter. I don't think he's actually a genuine personality. I think he's a liar and a manipulator, and I do think he's a coward whose goal is to profit off of exploiting drama in the political space. He's not someone who's addressing high-level issues. He's not someone who's espousing thought-provoking conversations. Oh. He is somebody who just makes low-tier drama click content where he complains about Dave Rubin and demands people debate him.
Weird.
He's the lowest tier of the lowest tier. Toilet.
I mean, if you're one of Tim Pool's audience, and maybe this is why he pulled this down, is if you see this, if I saw this, I'm just a common idiot. If I were more of a common idiot than I am, and I'm watching Tim Pool, and I'm like, what happened here? What's going? The lady doth protest a lot here. Let me go look into this. That's the last thing you want, This is like a very important idea, big high level concept we talk about on this channel, which is just cringe herd immunity. Like if you watching this, especially if you were born after 2000, God forbid, you've been on TikTok, okay? You will do something stupid and disgusting. Okay, you just will. You'll do something that will make you want to jump out of a plane with no parachute. You and your children are eventually going to do something that will make you want to walk right into the ocean and never come back. Okay? So all you can do is just kind of pretend like it never happened. That's what you do. Pretend like it never happened. Oh, yeah. Somebody brings it up. Oh, yeah, yep. Anyway, are we going to Chipotle now or no?
Jesus Christ.
Toilet. Hello, Tushy.
But this is like, this level of panic would make me, if I were one of his viewers, be like, I gotta check this out. This sounds funny. This sounds like somebody got in big trouble.
Sam Seder's blacklisted by a lot of podcast networks. I'm not exaggerating. This is not a joke. Yes, there are many large podcasts that have outright said they will never work with him, and it has nothing to do with being afraid to debate him. Sam Seder's off the list. This guy is a manipulative, lying con man. That's why Crowder doesn't want to have anything to do with him. That's why all the people Crowder mentioned don't want to have anything to do with him. And that's why Sam Seder makes all these videos and he focuses on drama. I mean, the man's obsession with Dave Rubin is laughable. It's absolutely laughable.
They uploaded this as just one clip, and I think this might have to be a drop here.
Sam, you are a duplicitous, lying coward, and I will not give you the time of day.
Toilet.
Sam, you are the most duplicitous, surreptitious, delicious, indigenous, fastidious, promiscuous shit I ever seen. I mean, obviously this guy, look, he got tricked. He got publicly tricked, and it's one of the best memes that's ever happened, I think. And of course, a career high for Sammy Seder, a guy who's been doing this since Air America. Sitting around with Janine Garofalo talking about how maybe we shouldn't go to war with Iraq. But this guy, Steven Crowder, I mean, he did a thing where the guy from the Young Turks, Cenk Uygur, was doing something at South by Southwest, I think. And Steven Crowder snuck in, dressed like him, and he was basically kind of doing a blackface thing and interrupted his speech and kept shouting over him. So, a troll got trolled. It's a classic, you were asking for it and you got it. And now it's trending and you feel stupid. And I mean, more than anything, you could see the panic on Tim Pool's face, uh-oh. Are some of the am I going to lose more views for the? He's been losing views ever since the election, but it's he's like, oh, am I gonna? Is this gonna affect my skate park skate foam? Am I not gonna be able to buy skate foam, which is a foam you put on skate wheels and bearings and your ramps? Am I not gonna be able to finance my little weird Duggar mansion and foam up my ramps anymore? Guys, don't. That guy's bad. The other guy's bad.
Congratulations, Ethan, on just not caring about the world and being a self-interested, whatever. I hope all the racial slurs you've spouted on your show were worth it in building up your following, and then you just play the games that you play.
You're kind of like a snotty-faced bitch.
The muscular class.
I love that. Congratulations, Ethan, for not caring about the world. And by the world, I mean the stuff that I have to pay for, like my skate park that I bought and my oversized, overpriced house that still looks like shit somehow, even though it's over $1 million. Congratulations on doing thing that could put all that at jeopardy, you jerk. Blank check. If you gave your racist grandpa a skateboard, you get Tim Pool. If you gave Tucker Carlson a beanie and a 24p camera, you get Tim Pool. By the way, guy is a literal millionaire from doing this. Tim Pool, and look at what he's got for a setup. This cost me this. You can't. This cost me. This is to $30, and he can't be bothered to do that. He needs to fleece every cent from Meemaws and Peepaws and Ding Dongs. Can't even invest the $30 in cropping out that background.
Disgusting.
Believable. So, of course, truly one of the greatest memes of all time. I hope it's trending for a while. Dunking in the toilet, the head of a guy who just days before he got his face dunked in the toilet was saying that be careful because gay guys are pedophiles. I mean, if only Sammy Seder could clean it up with this kind of talk on his show.
Hello, Tushy.
Ugh.
Toilet.
Yuck. Hey everybody, and thanks so much for watching this video. Like all the other YouTube and podcast perverts, I now have a Patreon. Every week on this Patreon, I'm uploading 2
Exclusive.
Patreon exclusive shows. They're like real shows, more produced, more edited.
A behind-the-scenes show where I reveal all my secrets, and a show where we go deep on an important topic that you will want to know about. Also, you get the daily and complete live show audio-only feeds. And at the top level, for only 25 bones, you can become a producer. These people that you're seeing right here make this program possible. Without them, nothing. It goes right in the toilet, right in the toilet and in the trash, and we set it on fire. It's these people who make it work. So please, for Christ's sake, become a patron. Bye-bye. Love you.